I picked up something this last time we were hanging out, just watching you kind of do your thing. And, we'll be eating. Somebody will come through and be like, hey, Alberto, like, what about this? Or we need to do this. And there was some account you had and like it fell through. But like, there was like good news and bad news, good news and bad news, good news and bad all day. And the whole time you were just kind of like, you're just hanging, and it's very easy. And you didn't overreact to anything. You didn't get overly excited. And I've watched you interact with your staff for years now. And I was like, man, he's got really great emotional intelligence. Like, I feel like people, your faculty and your students can come to you, and I feel like they're not afraid to come to you with something because they're not afraid of you reacting unintelligently, emotionally, irrationally. They trust you. They trust your intelligence and they trust your decisions, because the same thing you just said is sometimes somebody will come to you and say, hey, maybe that's not a good thing. And you're willing to listen to it and go, no, 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 this is so. I feel it's a huge untapped skill that not enough people talk about is emotional intelligence, because leaders can be good leaders, but if they're just flying off the handle, like that stuff you see on Instagram with the hotheads that are throwing things and cursing at people and treating people like crap, like people will work with those people because they have to, not because they want to. But I generally feel like all the people you have in your facility are there because they want to be there, and there's a mutual level of respect, which I very much admire and respect the way you do that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think people love being here. They want to be here. Some people are here 7 days a week, right? There's a good book called The Culture Code. I read this later on, but I was cool because I saw that I did a lot of the things that were in there, and it's about creating the culture. He breaks down like the Disney, like big companies. He also wrote another book called Talent Code, like athletes developing skills and learning, and myelinization, like MS. Your immune system attacks your myelin on your nerve, like, which is like the rubber around like like electrical wire. It's like the rubber around the electrical wire is the myelin, and so it attacks that myelin. So anyway, that was the talent code, but the culture code is about the people and the culture that you set in in your environment, and it all comes down to people feeling good, feeling safe, like you said. And so I think that's the environment we have when we need to be firm and nip something in the bud. We say right away, but it's always coming from a place of love and understanding. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, please let me know. And my wife has done a great job with her cafe, her restaurant, of staff meetings, and feedback, like reviews and stuff. And it used to be like, oh, like there's something wrong with me, but no, it's an opportunity to go over the things that are good and bad that are from the person, but then also feedback from them back to the boss, right, or to the manager or whoever, of the things that they're doing good and bad. And so now, instead of looking at it as like criticism, let's look at like, oh, it's an opportunity to grow, because you're really growing as a person. And so that's the environment, right, of understanding, love, connection, and team role, trying to get each other better constantly. And I think that's with that, right, you feel safe, feel good, you're growing, you're doing good, right, you're doing good in life, and you're happy. When I was in New Mexico, I moved here maybe I think 7-8 years after I opened up my gym there, and people have been there. They were there since I opened up, and the same thing here. People have been here, since pretty much the beginning, like years and years and years. So I think we're doing something right, and I think it comes down to when I read that culture book about making people feel good and safe, and I think people feel like they take kind of ownership, right, too. Like, this is their gym, this is their home, and so they treat it like that.